Well, the National Health Institute says a growing number of Americans are being diagnosed with Alzheimer's and dementia. The outlook for families is pretty grim.
After all, there is no cure, unfortunately, but one Baton Rouge organization makes life a little easier for people who turn into full-time caretakers post-diagnosis.
It's good to see you.
Sometimes a friendly face serves snacks. Hey! Or friends fling perfect spirals. Nice talk.
Go, go, to the
right. In an increasingly confusing world, Charlie's Place helps Nancy LaBeouf put one foot in front of the other.
They're not just people she sees, they're her friends. She's lost contact with other people.
Charles, Nancy's husband, a lone constant.
Day to day, she parks it in front of the TV and watches. I'm not even sure if she watches, because I'll ask her, what are you watching? She can't answer.
Charles says a few years ago, Nancy started having trouble remembering words.
Well, she says bucket when she means cup. Yeah, so what? It's just a slip.
The months go by, things get worse.
She was somewhere around the block and she got lost and could not find a way.
Finally, Charles takes Nancy to the doctor. The diagnosis, dementia. Incurable, the disease zaps people's memory and cognitive function.
Good gosh. The stories I could tell you would just, they're not fit for TV.
The CDC reports nearly 6 million people in the United States have Alzheimer's or dementia, and the number's growing. Each eventually lost to the people held closest. Once life partners, Charles and Nancy's relationship looks much different. He's now a full-time caretaker.
You've lost your wife. We sleep in different rooms. We very rarely communicate. These are things that are very personal and very deep.
And here.
The folks here at Alzheimer's Services of the capital area know these stories well.
We just want to be there to support them.
Executive Director Barbara Otten says the need for services keeps going up. Otten led the opening of Charlie's Place 7 years ago. For 6 hours a day, participants get to do things that stimulate their brain, like music, gardening, arts and crafts, and exercise.
The less that they use their cognition, the quicker they will diminish in their capacity.
At first, the reserved Nancy didn't want to come. Now?
She's ready to go. She's dressed. I mean, how many times do you get up and you can't get her to dress?
Charles cries, seeing Nancy get a little worse each day.
It's tough.
But some tears
he
sheds for Charlie's Place.
Who says you can't have a party?
Making the day-to-day just a little easier.
This gives her joy. Something I haven't been able to do.
Otten tells me another Charlie's Place is already open in Gonzales, and a third is in the works for North Baton Rouge. We'll have more information on how you can sign up your loved one on our website, beourproud.com.